again, my name is James Mara, and then this is our public relations supervisor at the park, Jason Lake.
Hi there. So this year, I gotta say, being my first year in this role, I am super excited. I'm sure you've already heard Adirondack Outlaw is going to be one of the most amazing prototypes we've had in the last 10 years at the Great Escape. So I'm going to have you see the next slide.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a wild guy when it comes to something like this because, again, as you'll see here with these stats, at 165 feet in the air, you're looking at 360-degree rotations up in that air. So if you've eaten before, don't go on this ride. It's an amazing opportunity here. I think where it's going to be located is definitely be in Ghost Town, but the theming of it is going to be phenomenal. And we're so excited about this edition. We definitely need a little bit of a rejuvenation if you've been to Ghost Town. Obviously, recently, we're hoping this is going to spark and spur guests to really kind of move towards the location at the Great Escape. So this is a site plan of where it's going to be going. I think people are asking, how can you possibly fit a ride like that? So what we're basically looking at here, if you have any idea of what you're looking at, so the Adirondack Outlaw is going to go right in that open area between the Steamin' Demon and the Condor. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So right in this area here, it's going to be very visible from the Route 9 road as you're driving by. So it'll be just front and center, right there for everyone to see. It's fantastic. And again, you'll just see some more information down here. But I'm actually hoping, and this is going to sound silly, but I hope I do, because what you'll see when you're loading and unloading, obviously one will be at the bottom and the other will be at the top, and you'll have a beautiful view of the Adirondacks when you're on the top of that ride. It's fantastic. So, next slide. So we're doing some more updates. So Charlie's Saloon right there in Ghost Town is going to have a new entrance. So Charlie's, thank you for saying yay. Whoever said that. I mean that sincerely. So I love Charlie's Saloon. It's probably, in my opinion, some of the best food in the Great Escape. But the seating is tight. It really is. So when you're there, you'll see that we've opened it up to more like a cafeteria style seating. It's much more open. And so you're going to enter in, as you're walking toward the Condor, right next to that building is a huge entrance now. If you're walking in that way, there's a small queue, and it goes around the back, and you'll have more seating in there. So we've also done some new updates to the menu for like a barbecue theme. Briskets are fantastic. Please eat those. And then we also have some fresh paint, and mobile ordering is a go this year. And that is an awesome feature. You can literally just get your food while you're out on a ride. You could be the top Adirondack Outlaw. Don't do this. And just order food to go. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's exciting because it really makes your entire experience just more, because I get it. You don't want to waste time in a line at a food stand. If the food is ready to go, so are you. And it's going to save you time in your entire experience. Windy Bill's Western World. Now this is funny. I've never called it that. I've always called it Western Shop or Western World, but they are actually now adding, if you've been right to the main entrance into the Great Escape, there's that toaster candy right there. We just had that theme a couple years ago, so they're adding an express location inside Western World. So lots of fun to keep you energized and sugar happy the whole time you're there. We're doing some interior updates and obviously getting some outlaw apparel in there as well.
So, as you guys know, each year we do routine maintenance on the Comet. It's our signature attraction and one of our best attractions in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with that. So this year, we've got some official maintenance verbiage on here for all of you who are interested in that. We're doing some maintenance on the turn above the station and then the far turn as well. We're also doing replacing some ledgers at the top of the drop hill here, and just really what else? We're the track laminate boards. We're replacing those boards as well on those vents there. Some very exciting ride upgrades as well this year. So Desperado Plunge is getting some love as part of our revitalization of Ghost Town. We're also revitalizing a lot of our rides up there too. So the fiberglass, the gel, some of the portions of that ride are going to be replaced and improved. There's going to be a lot of repainting, revamping. The little animatronic characters are also going to be revamped. So
We're putting real people in there.
Yeah. So that your favorite parts of that ride are going to be kept and improved. And then we're also replacing a lift belt and a pump. Raging River is getting some love too. We're replacing that main lift hill that brings the boats from that reservoir area up to the loading platform. Also, some exciting news too. We're painting the Blizzard's dome. It's going to be in keeping with the igloo theme. And another very exciting thing that I'm personally pumped about is a lot of the signs in the park. You'll notice are two-dimensional. They're prints of, like, Screaming Eagles is just a print of the name. Blizzard here is just a print on a 2D sign. We're having an initiative where we're replacing our ride signs to be three-dimensional and painted and just look solid. Already seen the Canyon Blaster sign in the sign shop, and it looks amazing. So be excited about that too. As you guys know, we're a unique Six Flags property in that we have an outdoor theme park with an outdoor water park, and then we also have a lodge with a 200-room hotel and an indoor water park. So we have a lot to offer at the Great Escape, and this year we're again trying to be more united in our efforts as a resort. So we're updating a number of rooms at the lodge to just have a fresher look, you know, better amenities with technology. So exciting things happening there. And then Jason, if you want.
So with the Media Day event, which obviously capitalizes on our Adelaide Outlaw, we want to, and if you've been to, and I would say in the last 10, 15 years, you know who this man is. He's Windy Bill McKay. And so we're hoping to really kind of play on that nostalgia of who he is and how his connection to Ghost Town is forever entrenched in that whole ideal of what we love about Ghost Town. So the big part about that is, and we're working to kind of get this fun little bandit shootout, fun, exciting time where those kids used to get those little sheriff badges because they caught the bad guys. And so it brings back, I love it, whoever's screaming, I love that. It just gets me in the same mood. Like I've got a 3-year-old, and she gets, her eyes widen and gets excited when you know you're included in something that feels like you're a kid again. And that's what we are. We're family friendly at the Six Flags Great Escape. So why not bring that back and kind of, you know, I'm going to give Ghost Town some love, but just respect what he's given back to the Great Escape as a whole. So, and then this announcement will be coming very shortly, but you may have already heard, all of Six Flags across the board, all Six Flags parks are going to be certified autism centers. So we're receiving specialized training to allow all of our guests to enjoy all of our large thrill rides. And so with training, that will allow us to really experience a full day at the Six Flags Great Escape, as well as all the Six Flags properties. So we're receiving certification through all Six Flags parks, but each park individually will receive training throughout. Great. Any questions about that? Anything on this? No? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's our presentation, but we have some awesome, really tough, not as tough as Jennifer Mann's. Matt McGrath had some crazy questions, but we've got some too. So if you've got some time and you're excited, which that sounds like you are, we want you guys to join us. So we've got some questions that'll kind of turn your mind. We've got some awesome giveaways too. So I'll turn it to James.
All right, quick. We don't have time for